Hey everyone, many blessings. I hope you guys have been having a beautiful week. I have definitely been having a great week, energy wise. I went on a little hiking trip with my family a few days ago, and that just kind of I feel like that just kind of helped clear my energy. And then I was able to catch up on some sleep. So now I'm just really well rested, and I just feel rejuvenated because last week, midweek, I was having a hectic week. It was just really crazy on top of me having to do a media project with my group and just getting everything with my car situated. So it was really hectic, but now I feel like everything's really mellowing out. So I'm here doing this video because I know it's a lot of you that have really been missing me, and you haven't been missing me because of my face. It ain't the beauty, it's not the booty, it's the mind, the intelligence. And y'all probably miss my voice too, right? So because really I'm on here because I didn't really have much to say this morning. I had a really good breakfast. I'm not even gonna lie, I might share it with y'all. I had a nice garden omelet and some grits and French toast from this local eatery. It's a family diner that's been here for a while, but I love it because it's really southern. Right when you walk in it, it's kind of like you're expecting, the vibe that you get is like you are expecting to see a whites only sign up in the front and blacks in the back, that's the kind of vibe you get. But I love that vibe because that's kind of what I grew up in, that kind of southern tradition type thing. Not that I grew up in a segregated thing. That wasn't my generation. I was a 1990s baby, come on now. But it's just that southern vibe that I really love, and their food is so good, so bomb, especially their breakfast. Their lunch and dinner, the last thing I got from them was which I shouldn't have eaten. It was 6 months ago. I went and got their catfish dinner, and that's when I completely stopped. That's when I was getting off, starting to eat more kosher stuff. And I was really weaning myself off of all this southern food I was used to. But I decided to try it, and I had been doing really good before that. I think I was eating purely kosher for a good 2 months. But I decided to try it, and lo and behold, I didn't like it. I felt like the catfish tasted exactly like what they are, which is bottom feeders, And so, lately, literally within the last 6 months, I've been eating strictly kosher. Turkey bacon is great. Turkey sausage is great. It's I should have been eating this all along. I don't miss pork at all. And it's just, it is what it is, It is just a really beautiful day. The weather is just perfect today. The sun is beautiful. The wind is just, it's a beautiful breeze, baby. But yeah, as you can see, I'm in a good mood. One thing I was thinking about the past couple of weeks is I always get into this questioning of why y'all, why are you letting this happen? Why is this happening? Why are you allowing all of this to go on? With the destruction of the planet, the destruction of ourselves, the self-destruction and everything like that. Why? And what I came into the conclusion of is that, sometimes when Adam and Eve ate of the fruit, when Eve listened to the serpent. Sometimes you have to see the best it can be, and then you have to see the worst it can be. You know? Sometimes you just have to see the best and the worst. You know? And somehow out of all of that, eventually you have to come to a fork in the road, to a median. Just like with all this new electronics and everything like that, everybody's wanting to go to the metaverse world and all this stuff, you know. Like sometimes you have to get to the worst side of that to get people to say, hey, this isn't what I want. This isn't what I want, you know. I've seen the worst that it can be. Now let's try to get back to nature. Let's try to have a median, you know. Because there's an extreme nature, and then there's an extreme, you know, metaverse technology stage, you know. But somehow, you know, there can be a median. And I think that could be what Yah is trying to show us. But you have to go from the best to the worst. You have to go from all nature to all technology to somehow possibly there being a median. But that's just my conclusion that, you know, I thought of. Because, you know, it's easy in these times to be overwhelmed and just be caught up in why. Why are you continuing to let this happen? Like, why is this happening? And then it could just be y'all continuing to, you know, decipher between the wheat and the tare, you know. Like, that just could be him just like weaning out the good and the bad still, you know, because it's not over until it's over. So it could just be him still trying to, you know, weed out the good and the bad, you know. It's him making the choices. But never think that, you know, Yah's not still in control. You know, he's very much in control, you know, even with this whole, you know, demonic error. I feel like everyone has an end, and it's for them to just like live it out until their demise. Like, you know, it's just like y'all saying, just go ahead, you know, just do what you got to do, get it out of you, so you can't say, you know, it was on me. You can't put the blame on me. Just know that it was you in every decision that you made. So then when you're burning for eternity, it won't be a who's to blame. You know, it'll all just be a reflection on them and their choices. And that's another conclusion that I came to. But man, I'm tired, y'all. I just been like in the gym like crazy, trying to get back in shape. I'm feeling good though. Like, if you can, go out, run, go for a run, go for a walk, you know, work out, eat right, you know, all of those good things. I really like I'm not like one of these one of these YouTubers that like talks about current events, because honestly, I'm not up on current events. Like I don't go to like, I don't look for news on, what, is going on with celebrities and all of these people. I really don't. I'm not into that like anymore. And the things I do hear is from like YouTubers that I feel are anointed with some form of the word that I'll go and listen to. But other than that, like, I'm not up on like current news or current politics, because I feel like it's all just a big fiasco. It's all just a big show. And that's what I perceive it as. It's just a complete waste of my time. But things like, I have some great YouTubers that I can reference to that will give me great insight on this whole like crypto and metaverse and all of this stuff, because I feel like a lot of people are usually highly into it, and a lot of these people are like the Walking Dead, the zombies. And the ones that ignore it are these highly religious people that feel like, they can't be touched, and, we shouldn't, take part in all of this. But I feel like it's good to have a conscious understanding of all the things that are going on, because you don't want to just be blindsided by all of the stuff that's going on, because they're literally ripping this whole world apart, And that's another thing y'all was telling me, is that, he's telling me to detach from the things of the world. It used to extremely bother me, and it still kind of bothers me when I see thousands and thousands of acres being sold, not for farming. No, not for farming. To put up solar panels. When I see they are mining for things like nickel and phosphorus, it bothers me, but I'm learning to detach from the things of this world, because nothing on this earth is to last, And Yah has reassured me that I shouldn't get caught up on this. It's tons of trash, like there's tons of landfills, like whatever Yah has created, he can do it again, and he can do it better. Like in a real early video, where I had my heaven and hell experience. I've seen heaven, and yeah, this is a little speckle compared to what heaven is, So I know y'all can create something 1,000 times better. This is just like a test. Really, it is. It's just a test. And it's a pass or fail. And everything that glitters is not gold in this test run. You can have people who are viewed to be highly successful and still strongly to be and still extremely living in sin, and still destined for hell, so you can't get caught up in like what goes on in this current program because it's a lot of people that are appearing to be highly successful in this program, but in reality they are destined for hell in eternity. And that's what I'm gonna leave y'all with today. I'm sending y'all much love, blessings, and light.